afternoon, Americans. This is your favorite alien speaking on Sunday, March 31st. And I wanted to do a special video today. I see that President Trump has been up to his usual fanaticans there, and the Democrats, as usual, have been, to their shenanigans. But I wanted to do a video today and call it Immigration, and talk to you Americans as an alien from another planet with a certain point of view. Immigration, to us, immigration is you're coming to our world to live permanently. You can't go back to your home world or country or wherever you came from for whatever reason there is, and there's a lot of them. But that's what immigration is. Say like refugee, immigrant, asylum seeker, a lot of things like that. And when you become an immigrant, you tell the home country that you're coming into that you're going to abide by their laws, their society, and their civilization. But you Americans never did that. You tell other people, quote, you can come to our country and we have freedom of religion, freedom of the press, freedom of everything. You're telling them that they can bring all their baggage with them. But you're not thinking of the consequences, and that's where the law of unintended consequences come in, Americans. When they come to this country, they come with all their baggage, like the Muslims. They come with the Quran, which is diametrically opposed to your U.S. Constitution. And that's the only thing that Judge Janine was trying to say. And all of you got up on her, but you don't get up on Carlson, you don't get up on Ingram, and you don't get up on Hannity. Why is that? So she is a sacrificial lamb because you guys don't want to hear what the truth is? The truth is, when you bring people into this country as immigrants, they come in and they say, we cannot live in our homeland for whatever reason there is, and we can't go back. So we're a permanent resident alien here. And then you can offer them citizenship if you want, but you're always going to be a paper American because it's your kids that get the benefit of being American, not you. And that's what you should do. And you should follow the American way of doing things, the laws, the system, which they don't. And look what happened with all the immigrants that you brought in. The Irish, the Scottish, the Italians, they all brought their mobs in. So what do you have? You have murder, mayhem, and that, because they all brought their gangs with them. They all brought their way of doing things. They brought their food and their music. Well, their food's not bad. The Italian is not bad. Irish, well, Irish, Bailey's Irish cream, I don't know about that. And the Scots, well, they brought in Scottish whiskey, right? So then you got that. But they brought also the other stuff that was a detriment. Not quite too bad because they were still Europeans that you, the English, knew and you Americans knew about them. But then you brought in other Eastern Europeans. And they are somewhat different over there because they were Russian, they were Turkish, under Russian-Turkish rule, and their view of life and society is a lot different than yours here. But they had the same violence, they had the same gangs. So you had the Albanian gangs, the Russian gangs, that. Then you brought in the Japanese with their Yakuza, the Chinese with their tongs and triads, and their way of thinking. And what do? They established Chinatowns and Koreatowns and Russian enclaves, Albanian enclaves, and they start running their protection rackets and everything around there. So you see, Americans, this is what you got. Then you bring in the Latins with the same thing. And by the way, the Latins can tear down a community and nothing flat, faster than the African Americans. Big time. And I'm Latin, I know. So this is what I'm saying, Americans. You caused your own problems with immigration here because you didn't follow what immigration is supposed to be. When you come in here, you're supposed to follow the American system, the Anglo-Saxon system that you guys have set up here. But you don't. And now you get people in your Congress, AOC, Omar, and other people like that. You got Jesse Jackson, you got Art Sharpton over there, and who else do you got? Well, you got the Yakuza, you got the Russian mob, you got Putin interfering in your affairs. But you interfere in a lot of affairs, so that shouldn't bother you, since you interfere in a lot of affairs. So this is what you got, Americans. You don't understand what immigration is. And until you do, you're going to have this problem. This is your alien signing off.